loved ones, and everyone watching on the World Wide Web. My name is Jackson Alvis, and I am a proud member of this first graduating class of Summit. By now, I'm sure we've all heard countless times how difficult this year was, how unprecedented the challenges. To look at it slightly differently. Don't look at it as what I lost and how hard it was, but how I overcame it all. How I'm still sitting in this room, despite a year of isolation. I made it here, to this room, on this stage, graduating. Remember that the strength that you've displayed this year has always lived inside of you, and it will continue to live inside of you. And over the next 4 years, and even beyond, as we embark into the next—
My eyes at 6:05, blinking, and it's
likely of friends together, and just somehow made them work perfectly. Don't believe me? Look at us.
I'm a nerd, a grammar freak.
It's a secret. But I really could care less about grammar, and it'll help me become a kinder person, help me pursue my passions, and surrounded me with amazing people and teachers. This school showed work. For example, through all of our hard work, we have students majoring in
Justice, biomedical engineering.
And there's some dreams we didn't even get to put onto the—
Some of us struggle with the transition to online, but we are here now in the present graduating. We did it.
anything. Remember this quote from Confucius.
Where you go,
Go with all your heart
it's our time.
to change the world.
Not gonna do this?
No.
Thank you both. That was so awesome. We have one more student performance, and she's going to end our student performances with a song. So we'd like to welcome up Ayanna Hall to sing the song "A Million Dreams."
I close my eyes and I can see a world that's waiting for me, that I call mine. Through the dark, through the door, through where no one's been before, but it feels right. Every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me awake. Totally ruined the song, I'm so sorry. I think of what the world could be. I'm just gonna go with it. Oh, the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. Okay, now it's the verse. The brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me awake. I think of what the world could be, the vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna be. However small, we can be part of it all. can clap now. Thank you.
I think all 6 of our amazing seniors deserve and need another round of applause. That was so wonderful. The just imaginative and curious and surprising and just phenomenal brilliance of this group. It comes through every day in lots of different ways, especially when you spend a year and a half on Zoom school. There's lots of incredible things. But seeing those 6 all sharing themselves, writing, poetry, speeches, singing, it's really just a taste of how incredible this group is. So one more round of applause for them. Our next speaker will be Jeff Stein. Mr. Stein is one of our founding teachers, and thus has been with these students in our school since the first day it opened. He has been this class's English teacher 3 out of their 4 years and has mentored many of them throughout their time with us. Please welcome Jeff.
All right, for old time's sake, one last time. Can I get a hey team? Hey! Yes. Thank you, Mr. Eflin. So considering that for most of you I was your English teacher for 3 years and I feel very, very responsible for your English education as you head to college, I thought, I could spend this time looking back. I could reminisce. I could give you words of wisdom, or I could try to fill any of those gaps in your education that I missed. So guys, go get your notebooks. No, I've got to be honest with you all. Students, you know me, you know I'm not an overly emotional person by any means, but I have been getting regularly choked up thinking about. I have known most of you as long as I have known my wife, which I realize is kind of an awkward way to put it, but it's true. And so it's hard to believe that today is finally here. I remember 4 years ago, before the very first day of school, staying until like 10 or 11 at night, scrambling to put chairs and desks together. And I don't mean like moving them into rows and making seating charts. I mean with an Allen wrench actually literally putting the chairs together. And we didn't just build the school, you built the school. That was what you did. 6 years ago, Atlas was a Safeway. Now it is a place where dreams are being made, where futures are being made. And you are responsible for that. That is no small accomplishment, and you should be incredible. The history of the world. If you think about it, there's literally tens of millions of people have graduated, have been graduating seniors. There are hundreds of thousands of graduating seniors today, tomorrow, this week, who are all graduating, have had the unique experience, the entirely unique shared experience of being Summit Atlas High Schoolers, of being founders of a school. And while a bit extra. Luckily, you don't say that anymore. And over the course of particularly this past year, I've heard many of you say something like, this year was stolen from us. Prom was stolen, senior skip day was stolen, all those senior experiences stolen. And I hear you, we all hear you, your anger, your frustration, your sadness. But today, I want to reframe this last year and a half with you. I want you to think about it differently. And sorry, Jackson, this is going to fly directly against what you said. Okay. I want you to stop to think, and I'll tell you why. When something is stolen from you, it invites anger. You feel violated. You want someone to fight. Some dastardly villain with a long mustache that looks something like Mr. Woodruff, who's like, mwahaha, I stole their prom, they're never going to get it back, mwahaha. And so you have someone to direct your anger against. But here's the thing about this last year and a half, there is no one to blame. There is no one to direct your anger against, not even Mr. Woodruff. And believe me, Ms. Smith, Mr. Perez, and I, we've tried to do that. But it's just no use. There is no one to be angry against. And this is actually quite freeing because anger is an emotion that, like fire, destroys everything else around it. It suffocates other emotions and feelings and leaves only emptiness in its wake. But the good news is that we don't have to be angry because this year wasn't stolen from us. It was lost. And what was lost? We lost connection and we lost possibility. You all lost all those typical senior year markers like prom, senior prank, senior skip day, and so on. But why are those valuable to begin with? They're valuable because we do them together. We do them with each other and for each other. And they're valuable because they lead to possibilities. They lead to falling in love, falling out of love, laughing, crying, all of those things that are only possible when we're together. And we all lost our own individual possibilities as well. So let me just name you a few. Momo, for example. Y'all know where this is going. Lost the example of snatching toes for an entire year. It was terrible. He had to switch to thumbs, but Momo can tell you, it's not as filthy. Jayla, without the possibility of wandering the halls, had to resort to playing huge open-world video games where she couldn't even play. She wouldn't even play. She would just have her character wandering aimlessly around for hours, going into random rooms and saying, hey. It was so sad. And Harrison, poor Harrison, without the possibility of tracking the migratory patterns of cafeteria chairs, that is a real thing, by the way, I'm not making that up. This affects the parents too. I mean, imagine the look on the Chapmans' faces when they come home from work and they see their son mysteriously placing GPS tracking devices on the underside of all the furniture in their house. And then the forlorn look on Harrison's face when he wakes up the next morning, giddy like a child at Christmas, logging into his computer only to find that the furniture didn't move anywhere. It was exactly where it was the night before. No migration to plot, Harrison. So we all lost a lot. But here is the good news. If something is stolen, you're likely to never get it back. But something that is lost can always be found. You just have to know where to look. And so now, class of 2021, I am going to tell you how to find your lost year. Are you ready? Oh. Right now, a bunch of you are probably thinking, where am I supposed to look? In the couch cushions? No, Miranda, do not look under the couch cushions. You're not going to find a year there. There's a much easier solution. To find a lost year, all you have to do is live twice as fast for 2 years. Or if you're a little more cautious, 125% for 4 years. I've done the math, actually. It works. So you think about it. To gain 1 year of your life back, live twice as fast for 2 years, right? It's simple. And as Miss Smith would tell you, numbers never lie, although they do stretch the truth occasionally. But again, I hear the skeptics amongst you. I am not the Flash, Ayana is thinking to herself. How am I supposed to live twice as fast? It's simple when you think about what we really lost. Connections and possibilities, not time. So to gain this year back, all you have to do is make twice as many connections and take advantage of twice as many possibilities as you normally would. And you don't even need a superpower to do this. All you need is a superpowered word, and that word is yes. You're walking around campus next year, and you see a flyer for an art show. Say yes, go to that art show. You see an ad for a free concert. Yes, go to it. A group of friends asked you to go hiking. Say yes. Don't be a fool about it. You got to be smart. Mitchell, if the old guy from Family Guy asks you if you want a popsicle, say no to him. Definitely say no to him. But if the choice is staying at home or in your dorm, surfing YouTube and doing something or going somewhere you've never been before, say yes to the opportunity to do something new. If you see an interesting looking person in the dining hall and wonder to yourself, should I go talk to them? Say yes. Go talk to them. They're probably thinking the same thing about you. But Mr. Stein, I'm shy and have super social anxiety, you might be thinking right now. Well, guess what, guys? Everybody does at this point, right? You are going to be surrounded by people who have all been isolated for the past year and are all looking for the same thing as you are, which is someone to talk to and someone to connect with. So be the person to take the opportunity and break the ice. For if you take one opportunity, new opportunities that never would have existed will also open themselves up to you. That's how opportunities work. When you say yes to one, a whole world of other possibilities opens. If you say no, you close those doors forever. But let's be honest. It is uncomfortable to say this, to do this. Comfort is staying inside, wrapped warmly in your pajamas on your trusty phone, like you've been doing for the last year, right? It's uncomfortable to be in new places surrounded by new people. So you will have to learn something new as well, which is my last piece of advice to you. Vague, I promise. This is my last piece of advice to you. In order to say yes to the possibilities that await you, you will have to learn to be comfortable being uncomfortable. This is absolutely key. You will have to learn to be comfortable being uncomfortable. This is also known as adulthood. You look around the room right now, future graduates. Look at the adults in this room. Think we have things figured out? We have no clue. Maybe one person does. I don't know. You think we're all perfectly chill and cool? I am terribly uncomfortable right now, guys. But I'm comfortable with being uncomfortable right now because it means I get the possibility to be with you all, to connect with you one last time as a school community. Students whom I've watched grow from children to adults. And that's an experience I will carry with me forever. So when I was asked to speak one last time, because that is what makes life worth living, connection and possibilities. I love you, Orcas. Congratulations to the founding class of Summit 2021.
Thank you so much, Jeff, for sharing all of your insights and humor with all of us and all of our amazing graduates over here. Every word he said is true. Follow every word of it. For our final kind of message to the graduates this evening, we'll be hearing from our keynote speaker, Toya Taylor. Toya has used her voice to inspire audiences nationally and internationally for many years. Recently, she was the chair of the 2020 Seattle Children's March, #YouthShallLead. This was a movement where over 3,000 youth and their families marched in memory of George Floyd and demand redirecting police funds. Toya's past honors include being featured in the 2016 City Arts magazine for her work with Youth Through the Arts and being the first recipient of the Wonder of Women Community Award, an award reserved for women who inspire women and girls to find their voice, stand in their truth, and celebrate their wonder by telling their story. She is also the recipient of the 2015 National Council of Negro Women Incorporated Style and Substance Award and the recipient of the Education for Social Justice Award from Girls for Gender Equality Incorporated. Toya has spoken and performed for O Magazine at the Women Rule Leadership Training Conference, co-sponsored by the White House Project. And if all of that was not enough, along with her dedication to community service, social justice, and the performing arts, her passion for inspiring others won her the title of Miss District of Columbia, which advanced her to the 1999 Miss America pageant, where she is the first woman of color to perform oratory at the Miss America pageant. Currently, Toya is the proud founder and executive director of WEAP, We act, present, perform. We Act is the only public speaking program offered in Seattle Public Schools in elective or Common Course integration. Within the school day, young scholars learn that public speaking is not about presenting, but about creating authentic conversations that allow every young adult to be heard, celebrated, and more importantly, understood, regardless of race, gender, or class. Please open your ears and hearts and welcome Toya Taylor to our community.
You guys, I tried to figure out every way to talk to you with this thing on and the mask, and I said, man, I need to just be able to speak. So please show some grace. First of all, y'all are too quiet for me. So this is a celebration, right? Well, y'all sound like you're not sure. This is a celebration, right? Well, let me see if I believe that. I'm going to ask you to do something for me right quick because I'm about energy when I speak to audiences. So I'm going to have this group over here. When I point to you, you're going to say bold. Bold. Come on now. Bold. Yes. You're going to be resilient. All the way to the back. Y'all in the back, resilient. Brilliant. Ooh, I like the bold people. Come on now, 33. When I point to this side right here, you're going to say, we made it. We made it. We made it. Then you guys got the cool part. Y'all going to say, period. I need all this, period. All right, let's see if we can do this. See if y'all got a little rhythm. You can follow directions. Bold, resilient, brilliant. And the periods, I need y'all to come on now. All right, here we go. Okay, here we go. Bold, resilient, brilliant, we made it, period. Here we go. Bold, resilient, bold, 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 resilient, brilliant, we made it, we made it. Oh, shoot. I think y'all ready, though. "33, you did make it. We've made it, and you are here, and I never want you to question your existence. The other day, I thought about the backs and the shoulders that we stand on, all the ancestors that came before us. We, us, you, we're the survivors, the successors, the seed sowed and given light, and great responsibility as you grow and blossom. I need to acknowledge those who've come before us. Sacrifice so that we can stand and create a society where we are all equal. So the people that have raised me have always told me to show homage to my ancestors before I say anything. So I have to do this because these are the individuals who have given us life and the ability to be here today. So I say, I pay homage to the Jewish Holocaust, where over 6 million are gone and were murdered. 1942 to 1946, Japanese American internment camps, over 1,800 deaths. Enslaved Africans who were transported to the New World through the Middle Passage, almost 2 million people lost in deep waters. Between 1492, in the institution of slavery from 1500 to 1900, over 400 million African lives gone. Between 1492 and 1900, 12 million indigenous people that accounts for over 90% of First Nation people gone. And now, in our country today alone, over 33.4 million COVID-19 cases and almost 600 deaths. We show homage, and I need you all to know that we are here because of those who've gone before us. It's the reason that we exist. We have been passed down the privilege of life, another day. So hold your heads up high, 33, because you have purpose. Because of their sacrifices, here we are. Here you are. A celebration of life and what's to come through your imagination, revelations, and manifestations. You are the best of us. The thing that I love most about Gen Z, even listen to the name, Gen Z. You have swag about you. Your ability to mobilize and stand up in an antiquated world and demand to be seen and to create change. You not only acknowledge your differences, you celebrate them. You use technology as a tool to build new systems, mobilize movements, bring about awareness, become entrepreneurs and influencers. And when it comes to leadership, you no longer get caught up in having a seat at the table because you say it's time to flip the table over and take over the boardroom. You are courageous, unapologetic, and proactive. That's what I love about you. You are special, capable, irreplaceable, more than a label this society sticks on you or a glamour filter on an Instagram page or 30 seconds of a TikTok. It's still an understatement of how magnificently made you are. From your native tongues to your melanated skin, from the power that comes from within, each and every one of you is uniquely handcrafted and designed. I want you to acknowledge yourselves. There's no need for you to wait for me, the teacher, your parent, an employer, president, officer, doctor, standardized test, or the college or university of your choice to tell you the results of who you are to become. You decide. You and only you have sole custody of your life. The one thing that no one can take away from you, 33, is your self-authored identity. You are the author of this chapter and those that are to come. When you are writing your chapters, I want you to write them, rewrite them, burn pages, celebrate moments, chapters, rip them out, start over, close a chapter, save a chapter, walk away, and come back and marvel in what you've created. A journey, the life, the adventure, the sci-fi, that is you. And through your journey, I want you to decide what Louis Vuitton and Gucci bag or whatever bag you choose to carry. And as an adult, I've realized that so much of our life is determined by the power of the bag. And let me explain to you what I mean by the power of the bag. When you go to the airport, the TSA security will ask you, "Excuse me, miss, excuse me, mister, have you had possession of your bags, or has anyone else had access to your bags before we allow you to board?" And depending on how you choose to answer that question will determine if you're able to continue to your final destination. See, that's life. And a lot of times we've got caught up in allowing other people to pack our bags. And sometimes the people who pack those bags might be a parent, a grandparent, a coach, a best friend, a bully, social media, a teacher. And we get caught up when people tell us, "You can't do that." Or they laugh at you, they roll their eyes, they snicker behind your back, "You're not smart enough." You don't belong here. You're not tall enough. You don't have enough money. You're not qualified enough. Well, you know what I want you to do? I want you to give them back their bags and say, enough is enough. I am the one who will choose to travel light. I choose who I am and what I decide to become in this life. I am the sum, the success, the hope of those who sacrificed everything so that I can simply do more than dream. I can be the one to be able to reach the unimaginable. And regardless of circumstances, trials, and tribulations, adversity, I exist. And that alone gives me permission to shine in every room, community, and job or space that I occupy. I want you guys to look at this year alone. And if that's not evidence of your ability to strive, survive, show compassion, work together, acknowledge inequities, and stand together for change, I don't know what is. As we take off our mask, 33, I want you to take off the mask. No more hiding. No more playing small when your hearts are so big, your ideals are big, your talent is big, you being in the world is big, and yes, you matter. And one day, I will be an elder. Mr. Stein will be an elder. Principal Dan will be an elder and an ancestor, and we will need you. I want to leave you with two things. I want to share with you some quotes that I found that I wish someone had shared with me when I was graduating from high school. And then I had the privilege and the honor of meeting with some of your fellow 2021 classmates, and they gave me words of wisdom that I want to freestyle for you in a poem. Here are the quotes. Always be first-rate version of yourself instead of a second-rate version of someone else. Follow that gives success its flavor. We know what we are, but know not what we be. The old rules are crumbling and nobody knows what the new rules are, so make up your own rules. What lies behind us and what lies before us are small matters compared to what lies within us. Education's purpose is to replace an empty mind with an open one. I will encourage you not to just make a living, but to live to make something. Some people see things as they are and ask why. Plans. The brave may not live forever, but the cautious do not live at all. A successful person is one who can lay a firm foundation with bricks others have thrown at them. It is better to be a failure at something you love than to be a success at something you hate. If you think you are too small to be effective, you have never been in the dark with a mosquito. Never question your existence and what you and only you are capable of accomplishing. It's crazy, but the people we look up to, we act as if they were born in this world big, different. And most of them were in so long and so regretfully upon the closed door that we do not see the one which has opened right in front of us. The elevator to success is out of order. You'll have to use the stairs one step at a time. In response to those who say stop dreaming and face reality, I say keep dreaming and make your own reality. So I just want to see of the 33 who were on the Zoom call that day when you gave me these words of wisdom that I'm going to freestyle into a poem. Just raise your hands. All right. So 33, look around. These are words from your peers to you. No stopping at mediocre. We have to be full of self-discovery. You will only achieve what you want by working hard. Go into the world finding motivation, challenging, never giving up. We are the founders, and even though things get stressful, we are resilient. Hectic, yes, things will be, but stay strong, be yourself, live life, and love life. Know that you are the empowerment, you are the embodiment of your ancestors, so be determined. Fighting to end discrimination and hate. Look towards perseverance and continue to shine. There will always be improvement. We have to remember to thrive, not just survive. Be an example. Be better today than you were yesterday. Don't let society control you by putting others first. Be your own person first. Know to be encouraging. Exhibit selflessness. We cannot let racism continue to cause social deprivation. Be a leader, not a follower. Be kind. Maturing through the embodiment of our core values, which are respect, curiosity, integrity, responsibility. Don't judge anyone you don't know. You don't know. You don't know what they're going through. It's left up to you to set the stage high and have high standards for the next graduating class because you were the first. Stepping up out of your circle, you are special, Summit Atlas, the first class to graduate. Putting yourself out there, it's okay because you will have the support of others. Never give in to laziness because it's not going to serve you well. Be kind to every human and have confidence. Don't shoot for the stars because that's not far enough. You can go so much further. Be an explorer. Walk into the unknown. Yes, that is called fear, but you will be okay. Support one another with a smile. You are who you want to become. Don't be afraid to get out of your comfort zone. Believe in others, believe in others, believe in others. There's always something to be grateful for, so be yourself. Put yourself out there because there are no limits. Prove to the stereotypes that they are wrong. If people are trying to bring you down, you know what that means? That means that they feel you are above them. Know that there is light that looms at the end of every tunnel. Respect and rescue your opponents because we all should be eager for change. Drop the toxic people because they do not serve you well, and always think outside of the box and just let go. Know that you are not alone. If you try, you will not fail. If we fall down from failure, know that the ground where we find is where we will find jewels. And those jewels are hope, change, and determination. You are what we need in this world. You matter, 33. Congratulations.
Applause. I really feel like we've been blessed with a lot of brilliance today from a lot of different people, and I know I'm feeling really lucky to be here tonight. So now we're going to move to the moment that many of us, maybe all of us, have been waiting for. Some for 4 years, waiting seniors. And Ms. Brawley is going to take over here as we bring up one pod after another to receive their diplomas and walk across the stage.
Are we doing that?
Yeah, we're going to announce for diplomas. Okay. Go ahead.
All right. Can you guys go, maybe just like stand over there so we can actually see you? So we've just, the mentors, we just wanted to say one last thing to our mentees. Just tremendously grateful and thankful for each of you. And I wanted to take this opportunity to thank each of you individually. Jackson, thank you for your boundless creativity, your infectious enthusiasm, and your incredible instinct to always err on the side of integrity. with joy. Thank you, Jackson. Harrison, thank you for your weirdness and your zaniness, your uniqueness and your courage to aim. You are a role model for people just trying to be their authentic selves, and you do it with style. Thank you, Harrison. James Duncan. James, thank you for your humanity, my friend. I've told you this 1,000 times, but you have a gift for caring, and I hope. Thank you, James.
All right.
You're packing the music. Focus. Read our pod each day and kick off our play. That was a strong school and took the time to share those ideas. And I'm really thankful to you for that. We will miss you next year. Much responsibility, not only for your education, but also for your classmates over the last 4 years. Project. In the past 2 years, you have also grown into leadership as someone who has led panels for school-wide events and mentored younger students. See unity stronger. I will miss your enthusiastic participation in math class, and I can't wait to see you pursue your dream of studying engineering. You can joy to pass.
Dylan Broderick. Lucas Chapman. Shire Mahdi. Let's go, Shire. Eve Mason Smith. Aiden Pohan Matthews. Seth Rutland. Miranda Santos de la Cruz. Next, we'll have Mr. Woodruff come up to address his pod.
Hey y'all, before I talk about Colorado State, I just want to say how incredibly proud I am of all of y'all. Very rarely do young people embark on the adventure of founding a new school and seeing it through. And what a wild ride it's been. But also an amazing journey to share with y'all. Congratulations to each and every one of you for the work you put in to get to this moment. And I'm excited for the next step in your journey. But on to CSU. Thank y'all for being with me these last years, or all these years. I'm extremely grateful and lucky to have gone through these last 4 years with you. Especially in a year with so many unknowns, I could always count on y'all to lift me up and keep me going, even when you didn't know it. Watching you grow into the impressive, confident, and authentic people that you are now has made my time in Seattle so much sweeter. I will cherish the memories and bonds that we've created, and I'm stoked for what your next adventure is. Now on to talk to y'all individually. Momo, you're the OG. You've been with CSU since the beginning. Freshman year, you were a little wild, a little quirky, had a little bit of swagger, and probably set a world record for the amount of times the phrase, "it's lit," could be used in a classroom. And while you're still those things, I have witnessed you grow immensely in the past 4 years. You're someone who demonstrates compassion and respect to those around you, even if they have different views or come from a different walk of life. You've become more confident in yourself and your academic abilities, which will continue to serve you. And you've set a record for the most toes snatched at Summit Atlas. Impressive. But in all seriousness, I've enjoyed watching you become the young man that you are today, and I'm excited to see you continue pursuing your passions next fall. Thank you, Momo. Hoden, you came to CSU, or came to Atlas and then to my pod, as a sophomore. You were quiet, a little reserved, and had a determination like I had never seen. You set a goal for yourself, to get accepted and to attend the University of Washington. And here you are, about to do just that. You did whatever you could to make sure that that would happen, and I believe you will carry that mindset with you forever. While I will always be impressed by your strong work ethic and willingness to take on new challenges, I am more impressed with the way you've become an advocate for yourself. You have grown tremendously in the last 3 years I've known you, and I'm very proud of the young woman that you have become. You also hold a Summit Atlas record for taking the most AP exams in a year. I think you took 5, one of which a class you did not take this year. So, congratulations on the work you've done, and I look forward to seeing you continue that work at the University of Washington next fall. Yusuf. My seating order got mixed up, so I'm not sure where you're at. Okay. What stands out the most to me is how you look out for others. You have a heart of gold. On numerous occasions, I've watched you go out of your way to cheer someone up who is feeling down or upset. And even outside of school, you look out for people by helping out at your mom's daycare, even though you say those kids terrorize you constantly. You keep going back. You do this because you truly care about helping others. Additionally, I've seen your mindset around your education change significantly. Your curiosity, work ethic, and motivation has helped set yourself up for life after high school. I'm extremely proud of the young man you've become, and I'm excited to see you continue on with your education next fall. Congratulations, Yusuf. Orion, peachy and snazzy. That's it. I'm done. Just kidding. Orion, I don't think any teacher here has received a piece of work from you that they were not impressed with, even though it might have been a few days late or weeks. But that's who you are and what people admire about you. You take your work seriously, and you want it to be of the highest quality. I specifically remember you turning in an essay for A Push that was a few days late, but it was the best one by far, and it might have even brought a tear to my eye because it was so moving. You are humble, creative, and a genuine young woman. And you're an old soul, meaning you love pre-2000 era stuff like the X-Files and VHS tapes. I am so excited for you to continue your passion for art next fall in Chicago. Oh, you also hold a Summit Atlas record. for taking the longest amount of time on the SBAC English test your sophomore year. Think it might have been 8+ hours? But you also got the highest score, in true Orion fashion. Congratulations, Orion. And finally, Alejandra. Sometimes I have to remind myself that you started Atlas as this quiet, reserved 9th grader. You just did your work and didn't disturb anyone. And now you're this quiet, humble leader in our community. Whether that is your work outside of school helping young kids with reading, or playing a significant role in putting on one of the most successful events at our school with the Latin Heritage Celebration event, you are without a doubt a leader and someone that takes pride in their work. And that has come from a growth and confidence in yourself and what you're capable of. I'm excited for your future at the University of Washington next fall. Congratulations, Alejandra. And CSU, congratulations again. I'm very proud of each and every one of you and the contributions you have made to Summit Atlas. Thank you for an incredible 4 years. Thank you.
Will Mr. Woodruff's mentor group please come to the stage? Can you hear me? Yes. Okay, here we go. Mohammed Adan. Keep it cool, Momo. Keep it cool. Hoden Abdi. I got it. Yusuf Ahmed. Come on, Woodruff. And this next student is not here in person, but we are going to honor him anyway. Justin Bingham, if we can give him a round of applause. Orion Hunter. Alejandra Ruiz Diaz. And now we'll have Mr. Perez come and address his mentor group.
Right. When I first arrived at Atlas, I had a lot of doubts and questions in my mind. But as I got to know this group of students, all of those doubts and questions disappeared. I think I've mentioned this to everybody that I know, staff, friends, families, about how special and truly talented this group of students are. I've never met a more talented group of students, really. And I don't mean talent, excuse me, that we normally see and appreciate. Talents like Ayana's singing, and musical, can play a variety of instruments, just amazing. Juan's artistic ability. Anybody that's seen Juan's art around the school knows what an amazing artist he is. I'm not talking about Ashley's incredible writing ability. Mr. Stein, other staff members can attest to how incredibly gifted she is at writing. I'm also talking about talents that we normally don't see, normally we don't appreciate. A talent for leadership, like Esther and Jayla. They were the Black Student Union president and our student body president, so showed great leadership and helped create an amazing, wonderful environment at Summit Atlas. I'm talking about talent like perseverance and resilience. In a year that was full of obstacles, Mitchell won the Most Growth Award. And I've never seen anybody work as hard as Mariah did this last few weeks to make sure that she was where she needed to be. And of course, I can't forget Zach. Zach has this amazing talent of walking into a room, and by the time he leaves, we'll have made everybody feel just a little bit better. We'll have made somebody's day just a little bit brighter. I could go on and on about all of these students, all of them. Orion, Mitchell, I already mentioned Mitchell. See, Mitchell's twice as nice. Ayana, William, all of them, just amazingly talented, gifted students. And I am honored to have been your mentor and your teacher for these last few years. All of you have, excuse me, all of you have left a legacy that will last for years to come. All I can say is really thank you. Thank you for enriching my life, making me a better teacher, and letting me grow as a mentor. Mr. Stein, Mr. Woodruff, Ms. Smith, we're all blessed to have all of you in our pods. But let's face it, you can't spell superb without SU. You can't spell superior without SU. So, without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I give you the Seattle U pod. Thank you very much.
Will Mr. Perez's pod please rise and approach the stage? Zachariah Osman. Juan Alvarez Guerrero. Mariah Filetto. Jayla Foster. Anishta Katharason. Ashley Lopez Escobar. Esther Mumby. Last but not least, Mitchell Patton. And up next, we'll hear from Mr. Efland.
Can we have another quick celebratory applause for our class of 2021? Before we officially close the ceremony for this evening, we're going to turn our attention a little bit to our teachers. Our students prepared a video of thank yous to them that will be playing up on these screens. So you all are going to want to go see this. So please enjoy this video created by all of our students for all of our wonderful teachers.
As a senior class, we would like to thank all of the teachers and mentors who have taught us throughout the years.
Hey, Mr. Grayson. I want to thank you for teaching all of us seniors more about history and the world around us. Every one of your classes pushed my thinking further and made me feel a lot more prepared to take the AP Gov exam. Keep on being an amazing person.
I would like to appreciate Mr. Lopez. I learned a lot of different things in Mr. Lopez's art class. I learned a lot of different methods and mediums to art that I would have never found out about on my own. And I really appreciate the jokes and the spirit that he brought to our class every day. It made it so much more enjoyable, and it really made my day a lot of times. So I'll carry that with me for a really long time, and I look back at it really fondly. So thank you, Mr. Lopez.
Student of Summit Atlas, I appreciate Ms. Brawley due to the fact that she has a nice sense of humor and she knows how to bring the best out of all of her students.
Hello, Mr. Efland. It is currently 11 o'clock. So I just wanted to say thank you for being a good principal. And I think that I do really well in the position in the years to come. And hopefully Summit Atlas will continue to grow and be the amazing school that I know it is.
Hey, Mr. Woodruff. I just want to thank you on our behalf for being patient, dealing with our crap, despite the fact that we put you through a lot. Just want to thank you for that. I appreciate it.
What's up, Stein? I'm very, very appreciative of you for always being there to help me out, especially when I'm very down in the dumps, especially during the first year of high school, because man, that was one heck of a trip. I'm glad for you to always be there for me and my brother and Jordan, especially when you came over to my house quite a few times to check up on me at the same time while doing something business related for school. It's pretty much it.
I would like to appreciate Sensei Sharp for all of his forward teaching styles and the guidance that he has given me over the course of this year. I think that I've learned a lot of important things about self-defense and just how to handle myself in general through taking his karate class. And I just think that he's a great teacher. And I think that having him at Summit has really been beneficial for both the students and the other teachers. And
I want to thank Ms. Smith for helping me this whole school year on my CAs and everything else that I've got done. Thank you, Ms. Smith.
I would just like to appreciate Ms. Allen. Thank you for every single thing that you have done. Being our English teacher this year and making class so engaging and fun like always, and always showing your bubbly, happy personality and being such an amazing teacher. So thank you.
To specifically thank Mr. Perez for his continuous support this year for me. He always went out of his way to contact me and make sure I was coming to school. So it was really nice, and I'm just really thankful and really happy that he was my mentor throughout this whole experience of Summit Atlas.
I'd like to take a moment to appreciate and recognize our mentors, teachers, and staff members for working hard and being dedicated to making sure we were supported and seeing us through the very end. We've done more than just succeeded, we thrived.
But Jayla has me held hostage.
I want to take a... Let's try again. I'd like to take a quick... Ooh, no. No. I want to thank... Ooh.
What boy? I just want to thank you on...
All right. Our teachers really are something. It's hard to describe the experience of an educator over the last 15 months of closing the building and Zoom and all these different ways to try to figure it out, and cameras on and cameras off, and let's try this and let's try that. And this team of teachers showed up every single day. Yeah. They showed up every single day in, day out, hour after hour, minute after minute. And they did it because they love these students. And it shows in the way they interact. It's just so inspiring. It really shows us what school and what community can and should be. So thank you to all of our teachers for everything you've done with these amazing students. We have another gift for our teachers from our families. So Candida and Lonnie, do you want to come on up and present those?
Good evening, everyone. What a beautiful group. What an awesome group of students. We love you all as a parent. My daughter, Jayla, we are so proud of all of you, and we're so thankful for the persistent passion that the teachers approach our students with, not only in education, but in supporting them and encouraging them, in making the classroom an engaging place. And they do it with hearts of gold and with humor. Flower arrangements that we have for all of the teachers, special gifts for our mentors. And we would like to invite Shire and Jayla to come up and present another gift that we have for the school.
And before Lonnie leaves the stage, I am, on behalf of the parents and the students, offering this to Lonnie, because this that you see is because of this amazing woman. She has been working so hard and for many, many months. So thank you so much, Lonnie. We really, really appreciate you. And the flowers are for the families to take home. So you see that table?
Hi. So the first gift that we'd like to present this is the canvas that Shire made from hand, or on the computer, I should say. And this is our gift to the have dog tags with a quote on it that we're starting a tradition where each class graduating will give or present the teachers with a dog tag with the graduating class. And that's us starting a tradition. So, yeah.
I would like to just say thank you for all the mentors and all the teachers, and especially the founding teachers, for all the hard work and the experience that we had together. And I hope that what I made here will just tell you how much I appreciate you guys.
Thank you. Thank you, Jayla and Shire, and thank you, Candida, and thank you, Lonnie. I just want to say it again, Lonnie and a lot of our parents, but definitely Lonnie was the mastermind behind everything you see. I think she's been in this building for about 18 hours of the last 40, and it shows, and it's really beautiful, so thank you. Please stand up. I just called you seniors for the last time, and I want to say before we let you go here, you've had a lot of incredible wisdom tonight. Esther talking to you about a call to action and about shooting for the stars. Jackson talking to you about how to look at this year and how to gain something from it. Zara, all going to be about from here on out, making connections and living out opportunities and possibilities. And then Ms. Toya Taylor saying to you, you matter. You matter. Go out into the world and be great. And so the last thing I just want to say is thank you. It has been an incredible pleasure. And the reason it's been so incredible is because you all are incredible. Just amazing. So with that, we tried to Google about the tasseling and we couldn't really figure it out, but we do know about the cap tossing for sure. So on a count of three, class of 2021, graduates, please toss your caps in the air. Thank you all. We have the space for about an hour, so please feel free to stay and mingle and connect. And we'll get that ladder. Congratulations, class of 2021.